Today we are discussing the insignificance of the next of kin in the bank and offer assets. What you really need to know, a lot of people strongly believe that once they put the name of their next of kin in their bank records or other records carrying their assets, that person automatically become the rightful heir to all the money in their bank account when they die, or will have automatic access to their access to the asset. That's not true. Unfortunately, this is a big misconception that has left many families frustrated, stranded, and even cheated by banks. Bankers, especially in Africa, are the greatest thieves of people's hard-earned money. And the bankers do anything they can to preserve press facts and take deceased person's money if they believe the family members do not know what to do. Sorry to say that. Now, next of kin is not administrator of estate. It's only the administrator of estate that have the freedom of the quick access to your bank account's assets to administer in the way it was appointed to do. The hard truth is this: your next of kin does not have automatic access to your money or control of your asset. Who is next of kin? Let's talk about who next of kin is for the understanding of everyone. A next of kin is simply a person you nominate as you chooses, maybe as your closest relative or emergency contact. In banking, the next of kin is only recognized for the following reasons. First, to reach out or to be reached in case of emergencies. Secondly, to provide important information if needed. And third, to be notified of your death so that the bank can begin legal processes. So there was the next of kin is that the next of kin is not an administrator of estate. The next of kin, they are not a signatory to your account. They are not automatically your legal heir. They cannot simply walk into their bank and claim your money after you die or after you die. So those are the restrictions what next of kin cannot do, so just act as a point of contact. Then what happened when you die intestate? That is, you die without a will. If you pass away and you don't have a valid legal will, the bank account does not automatically go to your next of kin. Instead, the bank places a restriction or will place a restriction on your account, and the matter is taken to probate court. This process is known as probate proceedings or probate process. Probate is a legal procedure that determines who is entitled to inherit the assets of the deceased person. While this sounds straightforward, in reality, it is not that so logically and directly a process that does not or meet up some encumbrances. The probate is slow and can take several months or even years. It is expensive. The percentage of the deceased money is often deducted for probate proceedings and paid for the probate, and legal fees also follows. So that makes it very expensive. It is very stressful for grieving families who have no access to your bank account. They will start running around the probate courts and running around lawyers and government offices. So sadly, many families are left financially stranded during this period, even when the deceased have enough money in their bank account or sitting in the bank. They cannot access it. So how do you afford probate and protect your family without going through the stressful process of probate procedure? If you truly want your loved ones to have direct access to your account without going through the process of probate procedure, when you die, you simply list, or is by simply listing a next of a beneficiary into a form called a POD. Simply listing a next of kin is not enough. So the real solution is to request from your bank a form called a POD form. POD means or stand for payable on death. So when you fill a POD form, you officially name a beneficiary who will inherit or have access to your funds in the account. This beneficiary is legally recognized, unlike the next of kin that is not recognized other than seen as a point of contact. So how does the POD work? You fill in the POD form at your bank and name your beneficiary. If you pass away, your beneficiary only needs to present a death certificate. That's all what your beneficiary needs to present. A death certificate to the bank. The bank will release the money directly to them, and immediately, without going through the process of probate or engaging lawyers and then passing through the probate delays of bureaucratic delays of the probate registry and ministries of lands and housings and all that. Now, Ministry of Lands and Urban Development, depending on what the country calls it. So, why does this POD matters? This small step can save your family from endless court delays, endless court probate delays, losing part of your money to probate fees, because probate fees are high. In some countries, they charge up to about 10% of the fees the deceased person has in the account, and also value the assets, and then deduct or charges the money based on the value of the asset. So now, endless court delays and losing part of the money to probate fees will be avoided if there is a POD in the bank. So it will be afforded at that level, at the bank level. Financial hardship at the time when your family should be grieving and they are facing financial hardship too when the money is already in the bank. So the emotional stress of fighting over inheritance will also be eliminated or minimized. So while writing a will is very important, but if you don't write a will, some people pass away when they least expected. They never have the time to prepare their legal instrument, which is a will. So if they have a POD, at least it will resolve the issue of the money in the account. which could also help them to use it to follow up the procedure of the letter of administration for other assets. Especially if you have multiple assets. Filling a POD form at your bank ensures that the money in the accounts goes directly and immediately where you want it to go, and quickly and easily to the beneficiary listed in the account who have access to the money. So what are the takeaways in this lecture? So let's look at the takeaways in the lecture. So if you need to refresh your mind with, please know that the next of kin is not an aid to your bank account. So know that without a will, your money will go through private court, which is stressful, lengthy, and very costly. And know that a POD form that payable on date make it simple for your chosen person to get access and have an immediate access to your account without unnecessary stress and unnecessary delays and unnecessary legal process. Also, you can have this idea and then you now determine to take action today, visit your bank and ask for a POD option. Your hard-earned money should be a blessing to your loved ones you leave behind, not a burden, and shouldn't be lost to bankers, because most people lost in this process. A lot of money have been lost to bankers. The bankers take advantage of it and enrich themselves. So don't let ignorance or assumption deny them the comfort of your family or loved ones, the comfort you work for to put in place for yourself and for your loved ones in a situation that you pass. So these are the things you need to know today, and I believe that you have learned a lot from these issues, and you learn a lot from this lecture and the position of the law, and you take advantage of it to help yourself if you haven't done it before now. And thank you. Follow me, sequence or modalities and treatises available on YouTube, or Facebook, and Instagram, and in other links you may see from this lecture. Thank you, and God bless you.